Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you are all fine. Today our last day of this week. We are going to complete our syllabus of this week, and that is the last part of transition, past perfect tense. We will define it, then discuss some examples, method for transition. Now look at the definition of past perfect tense. This tense shows an action that had completed before a long time in the past. I make it clear again. It tells you about an action, or it tells you about the time of an action that had completed or that had come to an end before a long time in the past. It will also tell you about an action before another when both took place in the past. This means sometimes this tense has two parts. In the first part or in the second part, it will tell you about an action that completed before another task. For example, they had left the station before the train arrived. In this sentence, an action has been told that they had left. They were not at the station when the train arrived. In first part will be used with the past perfect formula, and in the second part you will use the simple past tense. Okay, so past perfect tense is a tense which tells you about an action completed a long time ago. For example, the patient had died before the doctor came. In the first part, you have been told that the patient had died, the patient had passed away before the doctor came. डॉक्टर के आने से पहले मरीज़ वफ़ात पा चुका था, मरीज़ मर चुका था. We had met our new neighbors. We had met our new neighbors. Another sentence, when we entered the school, the rain had stopped. When we entered the school, the rain had stopped. जब हम स्कूल में दाखिल हुए, बारिश रुक चुकी थी. The action that was completed is used with the past perfect formula. It has taken the helping verb had and third form, and the second action will be completed with the formula of past tense. Okay, these examples will help you to understand what type of action is described in the past perfect tense. The next step is, how will you identify that this sentence is past perfect tense? This will be translated with the formula of past perfect tense. If you have a sentence that ends with the words कर चुका था, कर चुकी थी, कर चुके थे, कर लिया था, कर लिए थे. For example, जब मैं घर आया तो मेहमान जा चुके थे. This sentence is ending with the words चुके थे. So, if you have sentence which ends with the words चुके थे, चुका था, चुकी थी और कर लिया था, कर लिए थे, you will come to know that this sentence belongs to the past perfect tense. This is telling you about an action that completed in the past a long time ago. Okay, sometimes this sentence has only one part, and sometimes this sentence consists of two parts. Okay, it will tell you about two actions, an action that completed a long time ago, and at the same time it had another action that will be in the simple past tense. Okay, our next step is method for translation. How you have to translate the sentence of past perfect into English. Okay, first of all, as usual, we have to use the subject. For example, I, we, you, he, she, it, they, any singular noun or any plural noun. The next step is to add helping verb had. In the present perfect tense, you use the helping verbs has, have. In this tense, you have to use the helping verb had. The next step for transition is to use the third form of verb, that is also called the past participle of form of verb. The third form of verb, you have to remember that in perfect tenses, simple perfect tenses, you have to use only the third form of verb. As while you were taught active passive voices, I told you that you have always used the third form in the passive sentence. So in the same way, in perfect tense, you have to use the third form of verb. Maybe it is present or past perfect. In the next step, you have to add the object if there is any object in the Urdu sentence. If there is no, don't bother. Okay. The next step, you have to remember that all the subjects like I, we, you, they, he, she, it, they, any singular noun, plural noun will take the helping verb had. Okay. And when you have a sentence in negative form, the sentence that tells you that some action has not been done, you will have to add the word not after the helping verb had. The next step, if you have a sentence in interrogation sense, if there is some inquiry, if there is some question, you have to use the helping verb had in the start of the sentence. Had will be used in the start of interrogative sentences. I make it clear again. In the positive sentence, the arrangement of sentence will be subject plus had plus third form of verb plus subject. And in negative sentence, not it is added after helping verb had. And in the interrogative sentence, you have to use the helping verb in the start of the sentence, and at the end of interrogative sentences, you will add question mark, interrogation mark. Okay. When there are two actions in the sentence, above formula will be used for perfect tense and simple past will be used with the other action. Okay, I have made it clear before. Now look at some examples. These examples will help you to understand the formula clearly. Positive sentence, we had decided to move to Karachi. हम कराची जाने का फ़ैसला कर चुके थे. मूव हेयर मीन्स टू गो टू डिसाइड, टू लिव इन. वी हैड रीच्ड होम बिफोर द सन सेट. हम सूरज गरूब होने से पहले घर पहुंच चुके थे. ओके. As I have told you earlier that in the positive sentence, first of all you have to use the subject, then the helping verb had, next step third form of verb, and then all the other complements. Okay. In the negative sentences, there is addition of a word not. The doctor had not examined the patient. The doctor had not examined the patient. Next sentence, we had not taken our dinner. We had not taken our dinner. You can understand not is added after the helping verb had. Okay. In the interrogative sentences, there is some inquiry, there is a question, something has been asked from you. Interrogative sentence will take the helping verb in the start. Had they welcomed the chief guest? क्या वो मेहमान ख़ुसूसी का इस्तकबाल कर चुके थे? Had they welcomed the chief guest? Another sentence, had she prepared everything before the guests arrived? Here in this sentence there are two actions. Had she prepared, क्या वो तैयार कर चुकी थी everything बिफोर द गेस्ट अराइव, मेहमानों के आने से पहले, क्या मेहमानों के आने से पहले वो सब कुछ तैयार कर चुकी थी। दिस सेंटेंस हैज़ टू पार्ट्स। द फर्स्ट वन हैज़ बीन डन विद द फार्मूला ऑफ past perfect, and the second action has been translated with the formula of simple past tense. And at the end of this sentence you have to use the question mark, so your interrogative sentence will be completed like this. Okay, now there is your home assignment. Here are some sentences. You have to translate these into English. अहमद इम्तहान में पास हो चुका था। सूरज निकलने से पहले मुसाफिर मंजिल पर पहुंच चुका था। नंबर 3, आपके दोस्त आपको छोड़ गए थे। नंबर 4, जब पुलिस आई तो चोर भाग नहीं गए थे। नंबर 5, क्या वो अपना फ़र्ज़ अदा कर चुका था। ओके, देयर आर सम पॉजिटिव सेंटेंसेस, इंट्रोगेटिव एंड negative sentences. You have to translate these sentences and send this assignment to me, so it will be marked as your attendance. Okay, now there is a homework for you. Students, make it clear that you have to do 2 homeworks in your notebooks. I have taught you past continuous tense, present perfect tense and past perfect tense. Take any grammar book, find 5 sentences each of these 3 tenses, 5 sentences of past continuous, 5 sentences of present perfect and 5 sentences of past perfect, and then translate them into English in your neat notebooks. Okay, I am again making it clear to you that you have to write total 15 sentences, 5 of each tense. Okay, and the other homework is to write an application to the principal for fee concession. It's your homework. You have to write an application to your principal in which you have to describe your problems. You have to told your principal, or you have to describe the problem that your father has a very low income, he has a large family to support, but he can't afford your expenses of school because your sister and brother are also school going, so your father is not able to fulfill all your expenses. You are fond of studying, you are fond of doing your studies with good results, so you want to have some concession or some favor from your school, so you have to request your principal to give you some fee concession. Okay, you have to describe your problem to your principal that, respectfully sir, that my father is a man of very low income, he can't afford your expenses, you are fond of studying, you are very keen to get results, to be a good doctor of in your society, so you have to request to your principal to give you full fee concession. Your fee should be less, or you should not pay full fee. Okay, at the end you will thank your principal for their favor. Okay, I think it's clear to you. It's your homework. You have to write both of these homework in your English notebook. Okay, I hope everything is clear to you. If there is any problem, you can discuss it with me. Okay, complete your notebooks and learn your lessons well, because it's your syllabus. You have to learn it and prepare it for your coming tests or exams. Okay, thank you.